Hello, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. My name is berrrlynn, and today we are, hopefully, beating Octopath Traveler 2. We're at the very end. I did do a little researching online. Final boss sounds like a big pain in the arse, so hopefully we made it today. If we don't, c'est la vie. But I gotta rest up. That's what I know I have to do.
Sword.
Okay, so we need Particio and Oswald. Okay, so I gotta grab Particio real quick.
Now what have we got here? A sacred flame? Here of all places? Have I stumbled upon a scoop once again? Why, I believe I have.
It's funny that she is surprised to find a flame here when this is like an old, like, I don't know, where an old religious place people lived. I don't know.
I'm glad that's done. There's no need to keep up this cloying facade. To wear the mask of a chipper, unflappable scrivener. No. Now I bring an end to this dark, wretched world.
Well, sacred flames. She was surprised it's a sacred flame, but this is a place where they used to worship the sacred flames, so I would feel like it's not that surprising that there'd be one here.
To liberate its people from their pain, their suffering, and their hatred. Just like I swore to you, brother. Together, we will usher in the night. I kept a close eye on the travelers, all while my allies and I worked behind the scenes. Until at last, I found the book I sought. The Dark Blood Grimoire. With it, I will smother the sacred flames, that they will never again light the way for the dawn. I offer this gift of blood. May the flames turn cold and dark. Mortals. Gods. Who was it that drew the line between them? The blessed? The accursed? Us? Them? Particio. Would that we had never met. I'm sorry, brother.
That's so sad. Ori. I heard from an apothecary in town. A woman was found collapsed near the sacred flame and brought there for treatment. Hmm? She had brown hair and wore a cap, much like a scrivener. After she regained consciousness, she simply vanished. That's Ori. It's gotta be. But if that's true, then what saved her? It appears her wounds fell just short of being fatal. She must have changed her mind, just in the nick of time. She saw the worth in walking toward the dawn. Well, I can hazard a guess as to why she hesitated. I believe it was thoughts of you that saved her life. Me? Now, don't be ridiculous, like I'd have anything to do with that. Well, no matter. As long as she's alive, all's well. But just where does she wander off to? Heh, I sure am lucky that you're around to cheer. But if you must talk, then perhaps a different topic of conversation would suffice. Oswald, thank you kindly. If you must. Alright. So we did Totoha. Where's the other one? Because oh yeah, we went and fought her, but we didn't go and light the flame. The flame church. This her way. Tansy's journal. Did you write this? Odner asked. I immediately ripped the book out of his grasp, and he shrank back a little, surprised at my strength. I couldn't believe that he, of all people, had gotten his hands on my hidden script. Odner had been acting from a young age and was already doing quite well for himself. I, too, had longed for the stage since I was a child, but ended up working at my parents' candle shop instead. Even so, I hadn't been able to give up on writing, and it became my secret pastime. I hadn't shown my scripts to anyone, though, afraid that their response would confirm just how talentless I was. I screwed my eyes shut in embarrassment, preparing myself for his ridicule of my silly script, but... Would you mind if I performed this? He asked. I let out a strange gasp, completely caught off guard. It'd be a shame not to. Why don't we show it off at the next Festival of Grace? Though taken aback by the proposal, I was overjoyed to know that someone appreciated my writing. I nodded in agreement and decided to make it a performance to remember. Despite it being Odner's idea, I realized that I was even more excited than he was. I even began composing musical scores for the show. I love you, Mary. Those words caused my heart to race and my hands on the harp to stop. What's wrong? Odner asked as he peered into my face with concern. I realized that he no longer looked like that brat who had tormented me with insects in our youth. Still, I knew that the words he spoke were not his own. I had been the one to write them, after all. Half a month before the Festival of Grace, his performance was all but perfect. I couldn't help but wonder when he found the time to practice after his normal work was through. I, on the other hand, was struggling to think of a fitting ending to the script and worked late into the night. Unable to ignore my struggles, Odner pulled me away from my desk and whisked me away into town late at night. The gods are all ours right now, he told me as we snuck into an empty church. Not long after, I was struck by inspiration, perhaps by the grace of the sacred flame. Odner watched quietly as word upon word flowed from the tip of my pen. By the time I was finished, dawn was breaking. As Odner read my script, his face was more serious than ever, and my heart pounded in my chest, though not out of nervousness. Once he finished, he smiled softly. Will you marry me? He asked, and I let out another strange gasp. Had I written that line? No. This time, those words were Odner's own. His proposals always had a way of bringing me unrivaled joy. My heart warmed at the sight of his smile and the thought of performing the script we had written together. How I wished that happiness would last us a lifetime. Alas, I watched as the clerics carried his casket, and sobs filled the air around me. I laid him to rest with our script and his beloved yellow flowers. No, I thought to myself, this wasn't the ending I had envisioned. The day after finishing the script, I woke up to find my love cold beside me. According to the apothecary, Adler's heart had failed him. I wondered if work was to blame. Why hadn't I noticed? I killed him. I pushed him too hard. It was all my fault. All my fault. Unable to bear the guilt, I pushed his death from my mind and carried on as usual. But whenever I remembered my beloved, I clenched my jaw so hard I thought my teeth would break. One day I found myself in front of a church, the same place Adler and I swore our love to each other, and a single cleric came to speak with me. Sadness is something that builds up inside us. Holding it all in will do nothing but destroy you, she told me. Please let it out. You don't need to endure it any longer. Moved by her warmth, I spoke of everything that I had buried deep inside of me. She listened to every word and at the end embraced me gently. All of my guilt and sadness were washed away by her kindness. Then one day my feelings for Adler disappeared. And all that was left was her. One day I saw her with another woman and feared that she would leave me. Knowing I had to secure my place in her world, I told her that I would do whatever she asked of me. She smiled gently in response and said, I want you to find the blue flames, wherever they may be in this world. I left on my journey soon thereafter. My parents cried and tried to stop me, but I pushed them away. Unfortunately, I barely knew the area outside of my own home, let alone the whole world. Not long after, I met with a traveling troupe. They claimed to be bringing smiles to every corner of the realm, so I joined them, and the search began. That's how I found it, the blue flame she was looking for. It was on an isle at the edge of the world. I could only imagine how pleased she'd be. I was sure she let me stay at her side. Oh, how I adore Sister Mint. I love you, Tansy, she said. Her warm voice and words reverberated in my head. She then handed me an old tome called the Book of Night and recommended that I read it, so I did right then and there. It was a story of a people who did not long to see the dawn. I never read such an incredible tale before. As I looked up from its pages, she smiled at me. I realized that there was no greater happiness to be had than reading a wonderful book and seeing Sister Mint's smile. In my mind, no brighter dawn awaited. Yes, I have no need for the dawn. It can all end here and now. Wow, that's really sad. Oh, goodness. Haber, Prince of Thieves. Alfric, the Flamebringer. Yeah, and it's sad that her love, her first love, like she woke up to him dead next to her. That's so sad. Just used.
Wake up, Tansy. Night has come. Wake up, Tansy. Night has come. Sister Mint? Oh, I fell asleep without realizing it. Do not worry. You must have been quite tired. You traveled far to see my wish granted. Sister Mint, I mean, Goddess. I would do anything if it brought me closer to you.
This poor girl.
Your devotion is moving. You have gone far beyond my every expectation. And must be rewarded. Rewarded? I love you, Tansy.
No, she doesn't. That's so sad.
Huh? It's so dark. Where am I? What? My body? Pathetic child, oblivious until the very end.
How messed up. Oh my gosh.
But this is what you wanted, is it not? It's not as if you desired to see the dawn. The sacred flames have been snuffed out. Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade. And soon the world shall know the joy of a dawn that never comes. All who stand in my way shall be cast aside. I shall root out the travelers and bury that wretched mirror beneath the earth, that it may never enkindle the flames again.
Hi, Sean. Welcome back. Man, that's so sad. Yeah, they really pushed it with their T rating on this, like with how dark some of this stuff is. So sad. But it's good. I mean, it's a good story. Like, that's what makes stories good, is like the drama. You know? Just wow. So this is the night. Could this darkness she spoke of be Vide? Vide. Legends portray him as a god of fear and destruction, which means that the dawn must be... I spoke with the children of this village not long ago. It seems there's going to be a concert tomorrow. Dulcinea is coming to entertain everyone with her dancing. Those children were waiting for the dawn with stars in their eyes. It was a beautiful sight, like gemstones glittering in the dark. They see nothing but hope. Indeed. That's why I made a promise to them. A promise that I would steal back the dawn. You truly are, Bear, coming again. Is that meant to be a compliment? But of course. Now then, shall we get to work, Bear? Humph. There certainly is a lot of work to be done. More than I've ever done before. Oh, man. Crazy. Yeah, so, whether we beat the final boss tonight or not, we're still going to move forward with Final Fantasy VII, because, I think we're probably not going to get this guy on the first try, and, I might have to really do some side leveling and stuff, but if I do play it without streaming it, just to beat it, I will record the ending, so I can post it as a video. So people can see how it ends. after the boss fight. Right? Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting. Like, there's no way to change the night. Like, we had control before, but now, no more. So... just ambush him. Well, let me put back my party for now. So we were trying to get these guys leveled because... what am I doing? Because we're gonna need everybody for the final boss. Oh yeah, I got this window fixed. I can show you guys that real quick. It looks beautiful now. It's a very pretty stained glass window, but we repaired it. Hey, be nice. Wait, here, Baxter. Baxter. Sorry. Baxter. There. Okay, you leave it. Lay down. He's trying to steal. Boast. It's so bizarre how quiet it all is. Like it's just super quiet. Okay. So I think the last one we have to go to is down... Whoa. I didn't realize they showed the birding on the map. That's a cool touch. But we have to go to... here. Cool. I think we'll need... Agnia and Hikari. I think that's who we'll need for this. What weapons you got? That's slightly better. Baxter, you leave it. Please. Don't do it. I don't know if it's gonna like shoot us like right into the final boss after we light all of them or what. I'm so nervous about the final boss.
Good care of it.
Just may as well see what they have. We already got from him. Let's just go anywhere. It's a nice touch. No, I said I'm not sleepy yet. I'll make you sleepy. I can't make them sleepy. Steal your toy. Baxter, leave it. You're pretty, so I'll give you a present. Ah, thanks.
I'll take good care of this.
I feel like a lot of towns in the Northeast are built on, like, uneven ground. It's got, like, you know, the rolling hills of...
For a moment, study harder.
You don't always think your smartest and best thoughts when you're very hungover, so...
It was hope that drove me to live, to survive. Drove me away from death's clutches, to guide others along the same path. But hope was a mistake. There is nothing worth living for, nothing in this cruel, unsightly world. There is no dawn worth waiting for.
This man seems depressed.
What would you give to see the morrow, Lord Ageha?
Kazan. Why did you betray us? You lifted up Lord Mugen to the throne, then you tore him down from it.
An eagle must hide his talons.
So he put out the flame? Can no one be trusted in this game?
It was the only way to catch my true quarry. The Dark Blood Blade. The sacred treasure of Clan Ku. Not an easy thing to steal. Not so long as Mugen stood in my way. So I cut him down with Hikari's sword.
You? What are you?
For years I have hidden my intentions from Ku. My very name. But now you shall know it. Oboro. All I did to prevent the tide of darkness that waits on the morrow from reaching us. Within this blade slumbers the power of the shadow. The power to quench the flames. However, such a feat cannot be accomplished without a sacrifice.
That's where my mind went. Photos.
The accursed blood of Darkest. If not for its taint, we may have seen a desert free from the stain of crimson. And now, I end this. Hikari. Goodbye, old friend. This world's end calls to me. Soon, you shall have the world you envisioned, world without bloodshed. For oblivion shall bring peace.
But why? Why would he do this? The light of the sacred flame indicated the northeast direction. Oh. Huh. Kazan. Mugen's rebellion, the raising of the city, even my ascent to the throne. Were they all just more of your plots? Were we all playing into your hands? How many of my friends died because of you? Hikari. Ever since I was a child, I spoke with him about the future I envisioned. A future without bloodshed. Were our ideals so different? Why did he do this? He aims to bring an end to the world. We have to stop him. Together. We will. We'll lead everyone toward the dawn. Hopefully. We're gonna try, at least. At the very least. It's pointing, to the sea. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I have to... Where's, like, the later... That's, like... Just gonna go look at stores to see if we can find some decent... Need to buy more items, healing items, at the very least. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna give it a shot. If we can't beat it, I'm gonna give it a rest, and because we'll basically know what's the end of the game. And we're gonna start Final Fantasy VII as soon as I get the PS5 set up and installed. So hopefully tomorrow it will all be installed. I have the boat. Yeah. I need to take the boat to the ocean. Oh yeah. This does look like the island that I saw in their dream. Oh my goodness.
That's...
Do you know where we are, Temenos?
the battlefield of the gods. Vidania.
Vidania?
The Isle of Illusions. A legend passed down by the Order of the Sacred Flame. To think it actually exists.
Illusions, eh? So that means we've dropped plumb off the map.
The legend says it was sealed on the ocean floor by the power of the sacred flames.
The Sacred Flames?
Atlantis?
Then why is it here? The flames are burning bright, aren't they?
Yes, but there was a moment before we reignited them that their light was snuffed out.
And that was enough to break the seal?
This is what they were after. Those who would deny the dawn.
To world's end. Is that where you are, Kazan? Is that where you plan to call down the night?
scared. little fox.
Let's go. Everyone's waiting to see the light again.
What's this gonna do in here?
So, the flames burn once more. Alas, too late. The night fast approaches. And now it shall have the blood it was promised. For we are the night.
Eek.
Doubtless, your journey was a trying one.
It all goes back to RWBY.
You deserve the rest ahead of you. You came here seeking the dawn, yes? I must ask, why? The road you took here is soaked in the blood of those who opposed you. I suppose it matters not. There is no evil in this world, no good. There is only that which we believe in. Can you tell me, without a shade of a doubt, that the dawn is worth all you have endured?
Of course it is. A new day means another chance to get back on your feet when you stumble. Every sunrise brings another chance to shine.
Your journey will soon reach its end. And then, where will you go? No matter how far you travel, you will never escape. Because no matter where you go, there you will be. Humankind is cursed to live in darkness.
He thinks he's so deep. I'm not trying to escape myself, you big dummy.
Everywhere they squabble over some matter or the other. Forever.
Okay, well, I mean, he's not wrong there.
This world is cruel, unsightly. So, it must end. Tonight, let us share a drink.
Now I am become chaos.
Oh my goodness. Remember this one from the beginning?
Devourer of all life in this world. Even you, foolish mortals.
It is Sauron.
All shall be mine.
Look alive, everyone. We can do anything we set our minds to, and that includes making the sun rise.
Oh man. Wow.
Travelers, where are you? Nothing exists here. The emptiness is staggering. There is naught but darkness. Soothing darkness. Comforting darkness.
The next night. But I'm gonna end this here for now, because I have school tomorrow, because spring break's over. But thank you guys for hanging out with me, and thanks for watching. As always, I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new, and keep an eye on the community tab, because I will keep you updated on everything that's going on over there. Alright, thank you guys so much.